And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on The Metal Experience.
This is madness!
Madness.
This is Sparta!
Woo! All right, we just heard Abdicate. This is a brand new track by the band Hive, and it is up on the band's Bandcamp now. I'm pretty sure they have a lyric video to it on YouTube also.
Yeah.
And then we heard a Hate Storm Annihilation track that was From Slave to Serpent. I'm Luca Blaze with Morgan Danielle. Sitting next to me, Charlie the Chuckle Factory. What up, Charles?
Yo.
And tonight we have with us for their first time, Fleshscorn.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves and what you do in the band?
I'm Garrett. I am the lead vocalist and rhythm guitarist.
I'm Damien. I am the lead guitarist and rhythm vocalist.
I'm Jack. I'm the drummer.
I'm Julian. I'm our bassist.
Pause for a second. What is a rhythm vocalist?
You know, like a hype man in the hip hop?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Go get him, dude!
So you hold signs on the side of the stage that say "clap now," cheer.
You should see him play.
Well, I got to do it with my feet though. I play guitar
Okay.
too. I got to hold the signs with my
Like,
feet, but it's
honestly,
good. It's a good
you should
show.
see him play. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Thanks
I like that intro. That's perfect.
I'm going to use that. I'm a
Rhythm
rhythm
vocalist.
vocalist.
That's what I.
What's
I
up?
like it. Rhythm vocalist.
Starting out with a band. So this is our 300th episode. Quite a milestone in our
300,
metal
yeah.
experience lifespan.
I remember when Simpsons hit 300. Everybody thought it was fucking awesome. So this is fucking awesome too.
You know what's
How long
crazy?
did it take Simpsons to get to the 300th episode?
How long
Long
did it take
time,
you
10
guys?
million years.
7 years.
Really?
Yeah.
That's probably better than The Simpsons.
Probably.
So
yes,
it's
we're better
a lot
than The
better than
Simpsons.
I don't know about that.
I
well,
know.
it's kind of funny. We missed our 100th episode because we were just doing the show.
We didn't think about it.
And then we missed our 200th episode because we didn't think about it. It's
like a
someone was like,
relationship.
Hey.
You know
someone's
what?
just like,
300
yeah.
episode.
How many episodes have you guys done? We're like, we have no idea. So like, I went back and I counted. I went back and I counted at the beginning of this year, and we were at like
You didn't count.
280 or
David
something.
Wilkerson counted.
Okay,
'cause he was
David
uploading
Wilkerson
our
Credits.
counted.
Someone
Credits to
got-
David
Someone was
Wilkerson.
Someone
did it
counted.
that wasn't you.
Someone counted, and when he had counted, we were at like 2.
You should probably give out a
80 or
shout out
90.
to the guy who counted.
Who
David
counted?
Wilkerson of a dying ultimatum.
Hey,
Hey.
you're the shit.
Way to count, bro.
Way to count, Brajul. So, yeah, over these 300 episodes, we have lost 2. They just somehow disappeared on. We don't know what happened to
So
them.
we're the first anniversary
I
episode.
think
So,
there's 2.5
Two
or
and,
3
and then
episodes.
2.5.
Two
So
and a half.
Air Raid, their episode got cut.
It was one of the first times that I
That
was
sucks.
running the board. I'm not very good
So
at
like
it.
their 2-hour episode was like 40 minutes. It's like, yeah, we don't know what happened. Sorry. And then 2 just disappeared.
Smoke break.
Yeah.
The one, we did a whole entire show with the band Strongman, and after the show, the guy that was running the soundboard goes, "Hey, we didn't record the whole show.
Any of them.
We didn't record any of it. We're like, what?
Did you record his beating?
Yeah, we were just in there for 2 hours. He didn't record any of his like.
And
well,
some of it was like really good.
And then what was the
Legions
we
of
recording?
Rom.
Legions of Ram was the other one. That
I see
somehow,
us
are we recording?
peeking
Morgan?
in sound. I assume we
Okay.
are talking.
I'd
then-
assume good enough for me.
Legions of Ram was another episode. That was the second episode that just disappeared somehow.
RAUM,
Damn.
like
Yeah.
a computer?
RAUM.
Oh, okay.
But they've come on since. But those 2 shows just disappeared, and then half of an Air Raid show just
Damn.
disappeared.
Who needs
But
them?
who needs? Yeah, who needs them?
Isn't-
So if you count, we'll actually be short 2. But this is
Isn't
actually
Skull
show
King
300.
gone too,
Hopefully
or
this
does
isn't
Skull
that
King
one-
still exist?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
It's weird.
But anyway.
But hey, Fleshscorn's
Fuck all
with
those
us.
past
It's
shows.
300.
It's
Hell
about
yeah.
the 300 show right now, and we're rocking out with Fleshscorn.
Yeah.
So, give me the whole background. How did you guys all meet? How did you start
Oh,
this
Oh,
band?
this is,
We've been friends a long fucking time.
Quite unfortunately,
Um,
so yes.
That
would
was a
say-
creepy laugh.
I would say this journey begins at Jack's house.
Yeah, definitely Jack's house.
most
He
likely.
he had the drum kit, and his mom let him use it.
I
And
was super ADD as a
and
kid,
from
so I
then
was
on, she's
tapping
always
on
regretted
shit.
it.
I was super ADD as a kid, and I was always tapping on shit, and she literally just got me a drum kit and was like, fucking try this.
There you go.
Thanks, Odd.
Yeah.
Thank you, Audrey.
Love your mama.
Thanks, Odd.
But yeah.
Love you.
Yeah, go ahead, go.
We started actually with one of our other friends, a punk band. What was the name of it?
Earwax.
Yeah, Earwax.
Earwax.
And that's actually when I met Damien. What was that? 8th grade? Something like that?
Summer after 8th grade.
Yeah, summer after 8th grade. And, you know, nothing against, you know, anything that was happening in the band or anything like that. We wanted to play metal. We were 2 metalheads trapped in a punk band, and we wanted to get out.
So we started jamming. And me and Garrett just jammed and learned to write and vibe with each other, and, you know, finally started getting the songs cranked out. And there's more to it than that. There's so much more.
I went into other bands.
Yeah, there was bunches of other bands too, but
Yeah, crossing my
Honestly,
paths.
I'm pretty sure Jack's been our most stable drummer in our friend group.
oh yeah, he's been
yeah.
drumming with us forever.
So, what year was this? What year did the official this lineup of Fleshscorn?
This lineup.
We ran through a couple other guys because Jackie probably lived somewhere else, so he wasn't,
Yeah,
you know,
he
he wasn't
didn't,
available to us. And we had a guy named Dave, and he was, you know, he was awesome. He showed up to practice.
We've had a
and-
guy
and all
named
that.
Dave too.
He was the guy that didn't record that goddamn episode.
Fucking
Fucking Dave! You're always coming back to bite us, Dave.
No, the guy that didn't record the
kibosh.
episode was
All right, we
Josh.
love you. You did great, dude.
Okay, sorry. Well,
Rest
fucking
in
Dave.
peace.
Seinfeld, anyone?
Fucking, and then Jack moved back. So probably
So after,
this
like-
official lineup is maybe going on.
How long have we
5
officially
months,
known
6
each
months?
5 months.
that's
7,
put a
8
number on
years,
Yeah,
I'd
we've
put
known each
7,
other
8
like
years.
7, 8 years.
something like that.
But this official lineup is Fleshscorn, probably, maybe, I would think about a year, right?
No, Jack hasn't been back a year.
No?
Yeah,
No,
Jack just
Jack's
came back to us
Been
6
about
months.
6 months now.
6 months,
Probably
damn.
about 6 months with this
So
lineup.
then-
Jack came back in the fall.
Oh, yeah, that's
When did you guys come up with the name Fleshscorn? When was that created?
That was at the.
2.5 years ago,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that. We had a name before that, and we just thought it sounded childish.
What was it?
It was Revorter.
Yeah,
Revorter?
Yeah, it was. I wrote on my math book Red Rover, and then I spelled it backwards, and it came out to Revorter, and I was like, huh, that sounds like a death metal band. And then I go to Garrett right after school and fucking, dude, I got the best fucking name.
Yeah, fuck yeah, okay, let's go.
And that was, Garrett and I writing metal, started under Revorter.
Revorter's pretty cool. I like
It
that.
was all right.
I
No?
think it's pretty cool.
It was all right. I don't know why. We opted for change.
Yeah.
Had to change it. at some point.
So then, were there any other crazy band names that were in the running before
I mean,
Fleshscorn?
nothing-
No,
That was more than a
I mean,
joke,
I'm
you
pretty
know.
sure it was Revorter until Fleshscorn
No,
came
remember,
out.
Yeah.
I think one of our other members had Eigengrow. That was one of the names.
Oh yeah, Cody Flight,
Oh, yeah.
another great friend of ours.
Yeah.
What was it? What do you?
Eigengrow? I think it's German for like.
That's all
Perfect
right.
Darkness or something.
Yeah, something like that.
It's for that shade of blue you get when you pretty much see pure black.
To be fair though, that wasn't for us. That's Cody's band. So.
Oh, I thought that's what he wanted to name Fleshscorn.
No, that's Cody's
Okay,
band.
we'll scratch that. But
Fucking sweet.
no, we actually, to be honest, one of our biggest problems as a band was finding a stable drummer. That's what took us so long. Because we probably went through like, I don't know,
Down the
maybe, like,
list of
6 or
people we
7.
just tried out. I mean, people that came to an audition and then like, hey, you were really good. What's up? And then nothing. Nobody ever calls the phone back. Yeah. So I mean, if we rack up all those people, we're on about 13, 14. Some shit.
Jeez. Woo. And where are you guys out of? What?
Joliet.
Joliet,
absolutely.
Joliet.
Okay.
The Joylet, the good old Joylet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the name Fleshscorn we just talked about. What about the album that you have in the works? Right now you brought a few selected tracks. What are you thinking about for the ETA on the EP, or is it a full length?
I think what it is called an LP because it's a long player. It's gonna be an 8-track, and then we're gonna have a cover on it.
they know that, Garrett.
And,
For those that don't know at home.
You just explained it. You guys are putting a
I'm
cover
sorry.
on it?
My bad.
yeah, we're gonna put one cover on there.
Okay.
What is it going to be? Can you tell us?
Oh, I thought we were gonna be two.
No, just one. Do you guys want to tell them what it is?
Is
Or
it still
or
what
you
I
want to
think
tell
it
us
is?
off air? Is it a
cover?
surprise?
Yeah, we're gonna put a cover on the LP, right?
Oh yeah,
Wait, is that what
I
I
didn't
think
even
it
know we
is?
decided on the cover yet. Completely.
Is it still what I think it is?
Let's do a bloodbath song.
No.
What?
on,
Yes.
Bloodbath.
Wait, is it
You should
still
absolutely do a bloodbath song.
Bloodbath would be
They're
tight.
ridiculous.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
tell
know.
Julian.
There's gonna be a cover.
Okay.
There's gonna be a
Just
cover.
Say it. Just say it. Just say it.
But we don't know what it is yet. I'm not
No,
agreed.
I'm pretty
not
sure
fucking
I know
agreed
what
yet.
it is.
Julian knows what it is.
Probably gonna be Death Clock.
No, it's it's my toe.
Oh yeah,
You're
we're
covering,
gonna cover Julian's toe.
You're covering your foot?
No, just his toe.
I
Probably
broke
should.
my foot recently, and I got a really nice shot of it while it was covered in blood.
Ew.
So it'll be an album cover.
Yeah,
It'll be
So
called-
Are we
Yeah,
talking
just-
about an album cover or a song we're covering?
No, a song cover.
Ah,
Oh,
Okay, I
song
was right.
cover. I was totally thinking album cover.
No,
I
no,
missed the whole situation.
have some work.
well,
on.
Julian's bloody toe might be one of our possible album covers.
All right. I like it.
Yeah.
Beautiful shot. It's tasteful.
But
Super
no,
metal.
I'm just gonna tell him. Well, the idea that we had for the cover was gonna be a Death Clock briefcase full of guts.
Nice,
Yeah.
dude. That's badass.
Yeah.
So where are you guys recording?
We're
Well,
in between
our
studios.
last hang on. All right, let me. All right, our last singles were recorded by Anthony Beck of Audio Warrior Studios. He's an awesome engineer.
Yeah, but we're thinking about going the home recording route because
It's more affordable.
It's hard
Yeah,
out
it's-
here.
it's
I mean,
for,
it's yeah. We don't got no money.
yeah, we got equipment but no money, so we're just gonna try and do it by ourselves.
We
'cause-
don't got no money.
La, 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 I'm the bored.
That was fucking hilarious. Oh, that's fucking awesome. You guys brought 3 tracks, though, tonight we're going to play, right?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Why don't we go ahead and play one of those tracks to introduce the Metal Experience world to... What? What are you giving me that look for?
Well, say something off air.
Oh, okay.
He's got to have some words with you.
Okay. Why don't we play one of those tracks tonight, right now? I don't know. Jack's giving me weird looks. I don't know.
You're gonna get it.
Yeah, he's winking at me. He's giving me
We
scratchy
told you
face.
there'd be weird eye contact.
Don't go in the bathroom alone.
What do you guys wanna play to introduce the Metal Experience world to Fleshscorn?
Testimony.
Yeah, I would say testimony.
The testimony of Satan.
Thank you.
All
I think
right.
we should take.
All right. Well, here we go. Here is Fleshscorn for your ears to bleed to, the testimony of Satan.
Hey, I'm Jason.
Yo, I'm Colin.
And I'm John.
We're Absalom.
And welcome to Jackass
on the Metal Experience.
Woo! All right, that was the testimony of Satan. Wait, we didn't fucking listen to it.
We did. You were talking over it.
Yeah, we heard it.
Time.
Everybody heard it.
Did we?
It was
shit.
there.
We were talking the whole time. No one even told me.
Assume
Well, your show, man.
You want to listen to it again,
Yeah,
buddy?
can we let's do it again really quick? That was the testimony of Satan. I completely missed it. Fuck.
It's okay.
Let's do it again. We are rocking out here with Fleshscorn.
With our cocks out.
With our cocks out. We're at Pants Optional here at Fitz's Spare Keys in Elmhurst.
Not preferred.
How many dicks in the book so far?
How many dicks? Have you been counting? How many dicks are in there?
I haven't been counting.
Come on, brah.
You need a tally sheet, man.
You could
Come on
lose
now.
count for a while.
Was I supposed to be counting?
What we need to do is we need to work in shifts.
Shit, you're right.
Select all of them.
So,
Oh, there's one. Mark it down.
I guess I'm out.
the dicks these gentlemen are
People are like, what dick?
our guest book, and a lot of bands sign with penises.
Cocks, if you
And
will.
cocks, if you will.
That's just the metal ring.
Cock and dink balls, if you will.
Twig and
And,
berries.
Metal bands and dicks
We've been,
go hand in hand.
we gotta count how many dicks are in our guest book. So, Morgan, take it away while I do a quick count.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about the testimony of Satan. What is it about? Who wrote the lyrics?
The testimony of Satan. What is it about?
Well, pretty much, I wrote. Well, actually, it was a compilation of me and Damien writing the lyrics for this one. But pretty much, I guess what we should say is that this this album is a prelude, right? To
Yeah, it's a part of a concept, and this
Yeah.
is that song explains a portion of the backstory of the concept of the first album.
Yeah, it's
so to speak.
it's pretty much about. I mean, honestly, what it says, the testimony of Satan. It's about everything that Satan is and does, and what his goal is in the Fleshscorn universe. So that's pretty much what we tried to make.
Cool. All hail Satan.
Cool.
Here we go. Now, what are some of the influences that got you guys started in metal music growing up?
Ooh. Well, one, my dad was a guitar player, and I actually got named not after The Omen, but a Sabotage song. So he was into like heavy metal and stuff like that, you know? So I got my metal pretty early on from Def Leppard and just got heavier and heavier.
Basically the same, honestly. My parents, they liked heavy metal, like hair metal and shit, and I basically just explored on my own as I grew up and liked more metal, and then I ran into these assholes, and they showed me even more metal.
You've shown me a lot of metal, too, though. You've shown me a shitload of metal,
I
Jack.
can imagine.
Honestly, I wouldn't know Obscura if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, that's true.
Shout out German death, tech death, actually.
Oh, it's fine.
Anyway, let's see. My first introduction to metal was.
In Spanish,
I guess my sister was playing Slipknot one day, and I just overheard it. And then from then on, as a kid, I just explored more on my own. Then I ran into Damien and Jack one day, and that was the first day I met Jack. And boy, did I have a great first line with him.
Was that outside? Were we outside just walking around by the mall?
No, we were. It was passing
school?
period from.
School.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember that?
I was there. I remember
And
that.
I picked up bass when I lived with Jack, our buddy Shireman,
Trap.
Damien, and a couple other friends.
I didn't live at the Trap.
Yeah, me
I
either.
just hung out there every day.
Might as well.
I was
live
in
there.
Tennessee.
Anyway, they just needed a bassist, and well,
Rest in peace, Trap.
I just so happened to get bored enough to actually buy a bass. So I started that.
Bored enough.
Hey,
Hey.
you spend your entire past couple years with musicians not doing anything. You
Not
get
doing
bored to where you know what? Fuck it. I
Yeah.
don't see why
Besides,
I don't
how can
do
you
it.
live a life without an instrument
He's
in your
got a
hand?
point.
No offense if you're not
So I
instrumentalists,
guess
but
we made
I don't
them.
know how I would. I don't know how I'd express myself without.
So,
a guitar.
Julian, what you're trying to say is we have made you the bassist you are today?
No.
I would agree with that. I would agree. With that.
But I would say for me, honestly, I never really grew up with too much metal because my brother was in like military school and shit. But my mom liked classic rock, so that was kind of what got me into like instruments and stuff like that. But then when my brother moved back home, he showed me shit like Slipknot, and like my brother likes, like cavalt fucking black metal and shit like that.
I believe that's still pronounced cult.
Really?
Yes, still pronounced cult. It's just made to look more evil.
Oh, I guess. Okay, well, whatever. Fucking.
Scratch that one.
But yeah, that's the kind of shit that he was into. So like, you know, when I got a little older, I started exploring, Crypt and fucking Venom and stuff like that. So then when I got a little bit older and, you know, discovered the internet, I was like, oh shit, Cannibal Corpse is a thing, and fucking, you know, just kind of progressed from there. And I already played guitar for, you know, since I was younger and everything. And then once when I found Damien, that's when, you know, my more metal influence came into my actual writing process and, you know, how I play.
Do you remember the first concert that you ever attended?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, I remember mine
All right,
too.
Garrett, you first.
Mine was a fucking Metallica concert.
Oh, this one's crazy.
That was my first one. I fucking, I actually, I don't remember where it was, but we were in a field and I was in the mosh pit and I fucking was pushing some dude and some fat ass dude fell on my leg and he hyperextended my knee.
Oh, damn.
And my whole leg just fucking bent backwards and I was there with my brother-in-law and he was already drunk as shit. So I just fucking grabbed him on the shoulder, you know, and I stayed the whole rest of their set, and it was like their third song in that happened to me.
Oh, that's brutal.
And I stayed the whole fucking Metallica set, and then afterwards I went to the hospital and I had to get reconstructive surgery on my knee and pins and shit in there because you know I was putting so much pressure on it for so long. Doctor said that if I didn't wait, then it would have been fine, and it just cast up and ready to go, but I fucked it up.
Damn.
Yeah, it was worth it.
It was worth it. Oh, let's see Metallica.
Thanks, Mom, for paying my medical bills.
Hell yeah.
Fucking, my first concert was Def Leppard and Journey. My
Nice,
dad,
dude.
my dad and his
Nice.
kind of fiance at the time took us, me and my brother, when we were a little younger, some like, 10, 9 years old, some shit like that. And I had to watch them slow dance to Love Bites, and the irony fucking got to me. And that's pretty much
What a way to scar you for your first show.
Yeah, oh, if only you knew.
Mine was, I'm 21 now, and it was probably when I was maybe, let's go with second grade. Maybe first, second grade, I went to the Allstate Arena for Filter, Korn, and Power Man 5000.
Damn, that's cool.
Damn.
That's kind of a cool first show. At least I love
Damn.
It was
Korn,
pretty
you know?
dope. It was pretty dope, except I couldn't hear anything because fuck Allstate Arena.
Yeah.
Hey, you're up. You bust away.
First show. Oh, crap. See,
You've
now it's
you've had all this time to think about it.
Well, yeah, no, it's more or less like, oh, crap.
Was it
I
our
just-
heroic downfall?
No, thank God, no. Thank God, fucking no.
Old high school band.
Well, one, yes, I was not expecting a follow-up question. And two, I just realized I have a horrible band in comparison to everyone else's.
What was it?
I don't know, mine's pretty bad.
I was like 14, and I think it was August Burns Red at the House of Blues.
Wait a minute. How is that
Red's kind
bad?
of cool. They have awesome riffs.
What are you talking about?
I mean, no, it wasn't August Burns Red that was there. That was bad. No, I think it was Enter Shikari that was there as well. And yeah,
Hold
I do
up.
like that band. It's
Lugo
just
and I think we're at this show. No, we were at Enter Shikari with Whitechapel. No, it was Enter Shikari for today in August Burns Red, right?
I
For Today.
believe so. I don't think I remember
learned
for
that
today
off
being
idea.
there, but it was like the
Lugo,
House
the
of
whole
Blues.
time for 4 today was like, fuck this band! You suck!
I want some Satan in my metal, and they were like, praise Jesus. I'm like, fuck you.
We were at that show. Totally.
We were at that
doesn't
show.
belong there at all. But anyway,
I mean, no disrespect, you know, each band does their own thing, but when I
Oh,
get
no,
drunk,
I get
I'm
it.
just
Fuck
like,
'em.
fuck you.
exactly. But yeah, no, August Burns Red played a great set, and I missed Enter Shikari because I think I got there late. But
Dare you?
I got drunk.
Hey, there you go.
Hey-o.
You were probably pretty young, too, huh?
I was like, what, 14, maybe 15?
Jeez.
There, so that made his night.
Charlie, what was your first concert?
Thank you.
Charlie, it's okay. You can tell me. I'm a volunteer firefighter.
Lies, all lies.
Yeah, are you sure?
Yeah. All right. Well, Charlie thinks I did the count. I counted 1 butt. I counted 3 boobs. And I counted 10, 15, 20, 23 dicks in the book.
Okay.
So
That
that's-
has nothing to do with Charlie's first
That has
concert,
nothing
unless
to
he
do
saw
with-
23 dicks at the concert. In
Chuck-
which case, it wasn't a concert; it was
I didn't-
probably
I'm
a
sorry, I
strip
didn't
club.
see that one.
my bad.
Charlie, were you at a strip club or were
Charlie,
you at a
did you
costume?
see 23 dicks at your first show?
I did not.
In a row?
23 so far.
23 dicks in the book.
Hey!
1 butt and 3
That's
boobs.
kind of disappointing. I thought there was more.
I thought there was way more.
Oh, that's in the entire.
You're looking for
In
the
entire
24th?
book, 23 books. 23
Fans
books.
that come on, please draw more dicks.
Yeah.
Luco likes seeing them.
What? So anyway, Charlie, first show. You've got a look on your phone?
What do you mean? You
Dude,
have
my
to look
first
on your
show
phone?
was Danzig, Sam Hain, Hatebreed, House of Blues,
Oh, that's
1998.
pretty effing
It's like,
cool.
dude, you don't fucking
That's cool.
remember your first show?
How old were you?
In 1998, I was in 8th grade.
Nice.
So 8th grade, I think, or 7th.
14 or so then.
6th.
Right
6th,
around
7th,
there.
or 8th. Right around there.
I did not watch
Junior
this.
high.
That's cool, though.
Morgan,
I'd
what
like
was
to
your
have
first
seen
show?
Hatebreed as a 6th grade.
Dude, and that was right
My-
after they came out with Satisfaction is the whatever the hell that album, which is,
How
I
many-
think, their best.
How many times have you seen the Misfits?
How many times have you seen
Twice.
Misfits?
Those. Jack.
Wait.
One
you talking
was
about
with
me or with
Michael.
you?
One was with
I've never seen the Michael Graves
Jerry
Misfits.
only, and one was
Oh my
with the
God, I
Riot
will
Fest
thank you.
original lineup.
She gave me the wrong one. I wanted it.
Oh my God. That's it.
I wanted a Jack and Coke, and she gave me a beer.
All right, well, Charlie continues. My first show
world problems, Garrett.
that I remember it was 2006, and it was Iron Maiden with Bullet for My Valentine at Allstate Arena.
That's like a great first show. I mean, Bullet's not my favorite, but fucking Iron Maiden.
Yeah, that's
But it
Fuck
was
yeah.
amazing
Iron Man
because
sweet.
it was right when Bullet was putting out their EP, so they were just touring the
Hand of
States
Blood.
for the first time, Hand of Blood.
That's pretty
And
Hey,
I
Charlie.
mean, they opened up for Iron Maiden.
Yo.
and
I saw him at
Iron
a,
Maiden was playing The Matter of Life and Death in full, but then they did the encore where they played about 10 songs of all their old stuff.
That's
And
a
to see-
fucking
was
long
10
And to
encore.
see
That's
them
awesome,
play,
but it's
like,
Maiden, though, you know?
Fear of the Dark, which is like my favorite
course.
song,
Of course.
was phenomenal.
Fear of the Dark!
And I was like third row from the front on the side
Hell yeah.
to see it all.
Hell yeah.
So, Charlie, did you finally remember what your first show was? You fucking
On your
vagina.
Saw the Oompa
phone.
Loompas perform their first gig.
I believe it was Born of Osiris.
You believe? You don't even know?
I thoroughly enjoyed.
I believe in Born of
This is what
Osiris.
you have in things that don't exist.
You
This
mean
is
you
Charlie-
didn't see dicks out of a Born of
This is
Osiris?
Charlie's world. We're just living in it.
But speaking of Charlie's World, it's about that time, and I finally get to
Is
do
it?
this. It is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for Chatting with Chuckles.
What's going on, guys? It's Chuckles here.
Good old Chuckles.
Your name already.
What do you got for us tonight, Chuckles?
I got some tour newses.
Some tour newses? Any metal news or just tour newses?
Just tour newses.
Okay. Who's touring?
Red.
Red?
Red?
Red.
Bread?
Red.
R-E-D?
Yeah, Red, the
R.E.D..
color
Yeah.
red. That is a
I
band.
haven't listened to them in a while. They sing I can't think of the.
Tell us.
No, can't think.
Tell me.
haven't
I want to
listened them in so long.
know.
They're
I
like
think
an
I have heard
alternative band.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
Red.
something like
Yeah.
that. Like Stained or something similar.
Okay.
Similar nature.
Red. What is Red doing, Charlie?
And their tour starts January 21st in Doswell, Virginia.
Wait a minute.
January?
January?
Sorry.
January 20.
June.
June. Okay, I was going to say next year.
Oh, that's soon.
Getting a jump on their tour, huh?
Hell yeah.
So June, what you say, June 29th?
June 24th in Doswell, Virginia.
Doswell.
Stops at Bottom Lounge Friday, July
Doswell.
14th.
July 14th.
With Face the Fire.
Fire. Loud blast.
I have Marwood's Fall and Bolt to the Heart.
Bullet to the heart. You know those guys.
And their tour ends September 7th in Orlando.
Orlando.
What are you gonna do
Hey,
after
that's where my
this
parents
tour?
live.
We're going to Disney.
That's awesome. Okay. What else you got for us, cool guy?
This Friday, 38 Special is playing at the Arcada Theater in St. Charles.
38 Special, huh? Are you going to that?
Like a gun. Pow, pow.
Are you going to 38 Special this Friday at Arcada Theater?
Maybe.
All right, I'll see you there. What else you got for us?
Maybe.
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 Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Hell yeah.
I'll go to see Cube.
What is he doing? He's just hanging out at home.
Yeah.
Hopefully not another Tyler Perry.
Smoking a blunt.
Ice Cube is hanging out at home right now.
His tour starts June 10th at Ultra Music Fest in Seoul, South Korea.
Damn.
Oh,
Damn.
Cube is popular in South Korea.
Holy shit.
Way to
Damn.
go, Cube.
Right
Way to
on.
go,
We
Thought it
need
was
that
too hot
kind of
for Ice Cubes
exposure.
down there, but whatever.
July 14th, he stops at Eagles Ballroom.
In Milwaukee,
In
right?
South Korea.
You guys want to go fucking stalk Ice Cube?
In South Korea? Yeah,
Well,
dude.
South Korea would be cooler, but Wisconsin's easier. We can actually go
Wisconsin.
stalk Ice Cube.
Wisconsin. And their cheese and their fucking...
Yeah, we could eat
delicious
cheese, piss
beer.
off Orlando like those nasty fucking Packers fan people. Not that I give a fuck about football, but they piss off their
Are you trying to
stadium.
make
What
me
a
puke,
bunch of
man?
fucking sick-ass motherfuckers, right?
So Cube is playing.
Yep. Tour in September 2nd in Del Mar, California.
Okay. You guys going? You gonna see Cube?
I'm going to see
I'm going.
Yeah. Will you come with us to go see Q?
Yeah, we're gonna start the mosh pit, and people are gonna be like, "Yeah, this is cool. It's just like fucking Ice-T's shows."
All right, there you go. Charlie will be there. Look for Charlie starting up the pit at the Ice Cube show.
Charlie.
Hell yeah. Fleshscorn will be at Cube.
What else you got for us, Charlie?
Theory of a Dead Man.
Theory of a
Holy
Dead
crap, I haven't
Man.
heard about them in so long.
Okay.
Dead rock. Doing a lot of thinking for being dead.
Tour starts June 22nd in Campertown, Australia.
That's my birthday.
Australia.
Hey.
June 22nd?
Yep.
I'm June 23rd.
Really?
June 22nd
Oh.
is my aunt's birthday.
Wow! Congrats to your aunt and Garrett.
Congrats to your aunt for being born. Hey, congrats for being born on that day.
How old do you think I am?
At least 87.
On a
Give
scale
or take.
from 1 to 10.
At least 6.
Jack is what we call
6 years
jailbait.
old.
Perfect.
Sweet baby Jack.
So Theory of a Dead Man is playing with Ice Cube in Milwaukee. No.
I was gonna say that's a twisted lie.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah.
Milwaukee,
And Fleshscorn's
Australia,
headlining.
boys. Let's be there.
Milwaukee, Australia.
Oh, they all says.
Okay, so they're playing in Australia. I'm guessing they're coming around here. Charlie.
Quite a few times.
Oh.
Quite a little more than a few. Quite a little more than a few.
July 3rd, there is a free event up at Great Lakes Naval Base.
Nice. They're playing on a fucking naval
Go
base.
see fucking.
I don't
laser boats.
think you can get on those, though. You have to be
It's free.
in the Navy. Yeah, probably for the Navy.
For the Navy.
person.
It's
Playing
free.
for the
Because
Navy.
you can't just go into Navy bases.
still-
But it's free.
Yeah, if it's free, they're open house, man.
Oh, sorry, we misread the advertisement. Worst comes to worst. If
I'm
not,
sorry. I got lost in my tour.
And if Bono's there.
Yeah.
So it's free for the Navy, I'm guessing.
It's
Yeah, we're
free
playing a
event.
USO show, but you gotta fucking pay to get
Yeah,
in.
we're playing with but you got to be in the Navy to come in.
That's paying, all right.
All right.
July 17th, they're playing at Monarch Music Hall in Peoria.
Okay. Charlie will be at that one also.
July 27th, they're playing at the Raven, Milwaukee.
Okay. Charlie is also going to that one, he told me.
And their tour ends September 28th in Yakima, Washington.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I talked to Charlie earlier tonight. He said he was going to that show too. I think he said he was going to follow him on tour.
You said they're in Washington? They're going in Washington? Oh, we got some amigos in Washington. I'm sure they'll be there.
Oh, yeah, Shireman.
Right,
And more.
Shireman.
Shireman, Jake.
What else you got for us, Charlie?
That's all I got.
Okay, and then did you bring a tune for us to play?
Yep.
What'd you bring for us?
Unsigned band from Poland.
Okay.
Poland.
I like where
hey.
this is going.
Like Behemoth.
Who are they?
Warbell.
Warbell?
The
How do you
bell of
spell
war.
that? W-A-R-B-E-L-L? Warbell?
Yeah.
Okay, and what track we're going to play by Warbell?
Trying.
Havoc.
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 Okay, let's do it.
What's going on, guys? We just heard Havoc from Warbell.
Ooh.
Warbell from Poland, right?
Warbell.
Ding.
From Poland, right?
From Poland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was Warbell. This is the metal experience.
So we are back. It's our
That's from
300th episode. We are hanging out, have been hanging out with Fleshscorn.
This may have been Sparta at one point.
This may have been Sparta at one point.
Now.
It's not now.
Not anymore.
Now it's French fry
So
land.
as a band, what's been your most favorite show to have played so far?
Ever.
Probably the one show we played.
You played one?
Yeah, we
one
played
show.
one show.
So
the band.
As this band.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we've played others, but it was at the venue Jurassic Park. It's a local one. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but it's fucking badass.
We
It's in
have.
a-
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Haven't been. I want to
But we
go.
It's in a
Different
garage,
Pulaski.
and
I
you
love
gotta,
dinosaurs.
You gotta realize before when you go in, that it's completely concrete, and don't be ready to hear the band. Just be ready to mosh on a concrete floor.
Yep.
It's crazy fun. They got all this awesome shit built in the background that you can go hang out and smoke mad weed on, and everybody thinks it's cool.
We've only heard good things about that place. We just haven't
awesome.
Oh, it's
been there
fucking
yet.
awesome.
Where
Right
is
on-
that?
the people are
It's
awesome
right on
too.
25th and Pulaski. 25th or 26th?
In the city?
26th, I think.
26th.
I don't know, one or the
26th.
other.
In the
Between
city?
26
Yeah.
and 25, you guys.
Little
You can
village.
Figure it out.
Sweet.
It's sweet. It's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
As of right now, are there any shows booked for you guys right now?
Nope.
And the reason being
Just recording.
recording.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was. Next is a big sort of refreshment process. The way our writing process works is we kind of make. Every song starts with just a jam. We feel that the jam gives the best heart of the song instead of sitting around trying to math it out and trying to think, oh, what scale would sound best here? What would go best here? Instead, we just fucking play and flow whatever comes out naturally. And then once we get a foundation of a song, that's when we start to get the tweaks and things and start to up the riffs and make everything a little harder, a little more interesting, a little more ear candy, you know what I mean? And right now we're in the middle of that stage, and that is a ton of work on Jack because we have added a shitload of drum parts as to the revisions. So.
Can you add 14 fills in this one fill spot?
Yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Like, hey, Jack, I don't know if you can get your double bass a little faster, but it doesn't sound quite like you're
So
buzzing
the double
yet.
bass needs to be faster here. Here's another drum fill. You know what? Throw another blast beat while we're at it.
Thank you.
So then what about the lyrics? When do you decide to sit down and start to write words to
As
it?
the rhythm vocalist.
Rhythm vocals are pretty important.
Vocals typically come mostly after
Yeah,
after
very
the
end.
song is written. Once in a while, we'll come up with a particularly good line and like, all right, we got to write a riff.
Right
today.
around
You know
it,
what I mean? But for the most part, it comes afterwards. It's usually me and Garrett. It's sometimes these guys too helping us just think of a couple words here and there. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And
Yeah, 'cause
trying to write
why-
something fucking awesome.
Yeah, why I like to do it like that is because I'm playing rhythm guitar and also doing lead vocals at
Rhythm
the same
guitar,
time.
lead vocals.
Yeah, so I was never I was never a vocalist before.
Yeah, we just got sick of having 5 members.
Yeah, so we got sick of having 5 members and people being flakes, so I just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna be a vocalist. So like, just like how my whole learning process and everything, it's easier for me to like, write lyrics to already, like
Established
beats
songs.
and an established song. So then when I'm actually playing it, I can find like the most comfortable way to do it and work both sides of my brain at once.
Good realm.
So far, what has been your favorite song that you guys have written individually? Let's go down the
Ooh,
line.
that we've written, or that's out now.
No,
That
that
you've
we've
written.
written. Well,
We've written.
I don't think any of my favorite's not released yet. But
What is it? Tell me!
ooh, it's either The Encounter or something new I'm working on that is just widdly and technical as fuck. It's just hard and badass and punchy. But that one's not a song yet, so I would have to say The Encounter, one of the ones coming up on the LP coming out.
All right.
It's technical and heavy as fuck.
Garrett, favorite song?
Mine is a tie
Britney Spears
in between The Encounter and Testimony of Satan.
All right.
That song just has a nice fucking
Jack, with
Yeah.
the sandwich in your mouth.
Chemical.
Chemical.
And Julian, favorite song?
Favorite song would have to be, I guess, our title track, Fleshscorn.
The titular track?
Yeah,
that
the
one.
titular.
Actually, wait, what's the word for that? Eponymous track, since it'll be a self-titled EP with a self-titled song.
Looks at me, something's Damien's eyes knows things. What you want to bring over the nose?
You want me a Coke, Julian?
Julian, how's that coffee, by the way?
Delicious.
Okay.
Perfect. I drink the coffee here quite often.
Can I try the coffee?
You
know what's better than coffee,
Can
Julian?
I try the coffee?
A whiskey and Coke.
Is everybody ready for an honest opinion? Everyone's find out I'm an
A
asshole.
coffee and Coke.
Wait, you gotta sip it into the microphone. We need to hear it.
Yeah, we had to hear that.
Oh,
We
sorry.
need to hear the sip.
Call that a sip?
Ooh. He's had some practice.
That's actually pretty good coffee.
That was a photo wall.
He's had some practice.
Photo wall spit.
Oh my
Sip.
goodness.
Sounded like a bong.
Well, why don't we go ahead and play another?
No, it did not.
Fleshscorn track.
What's
What's the next Fleshscorn track you guys want to play for us? What's the next your track you want to play for us tonight?
Did we fucking play Chemical yet?
Yes,
No.
that was the first one.
No, Testimony was the first one.
God, you guys suck.
Yeah, we got one that kind of blows. Like, the song's awesome. It's Fleshscorn, the title track. But, God, we never recorded it in the studio. We did all that by hand with an app on our phones.
Why don't we play that one next?
I guess.
go
Yeah,
ahead,
let's
yeah.
do it.
You said this was Fleshscorn?
Yeah, this one's the title track, Fleshscorn.
The eponymous.
Eponymous.
Let's do it.
Sounded like a transformer.
Legacy. Driven by eternal hatred, finally incinerated from the sea. Exit in the night, send the weapons from my fight of mystery. A whisper in your ear, the embodiment of fear, annihilate. Contingencies arise, as bodies by a fight into mine. There is no incarceration, only your mutilation try to hide. Viciously interrogated, broken closer, explanation compromised. Bargain for your life, as you try to rationalize your demise. Justice will be served as I sever your serve.
Yo, what's up, everybody? You got Diggs McNasty,
Timmy D,
Corey Cormander Davidson,
and Jared Ercole from Cool Through, and we fucking love metal. So listen in to the metal experience because there's some cool motherfuckers, goddammit. Ho ho!
All right, that was the titular track. That was the song Fleshscorn by the band Fleshscorn off the album Fleshscorn. I was just gonna try and think. I got nothing.
No, it's okay. You were doing good.
You had it. You had
doing
it.
good.
This is the Metal Experience. Morgan Daniel, Luco Blaze, Charlie the Chuckle Factory. And we're still rocking out here. It fits the spare keys with Fleshscorn. With our cocks out.
He's
Wieners
lying.
are out.
No, he's not.
Everyone is always welcome to hang out while we record the show. Grab some food. Grab some beers.
What bitches? Come by for the show.
Get some dragons.
Give him the address.
You can't
Get
get
Julian
me
a
real
couple drag
dragons.
queens.
Little dragons. You
What
guys.
do you means they're all some dragons?
You guys
They never had any.
Just so you know, we've been doing the show for many years now, and
Siete.
you guys are the first band that have come and set up
A merch table.
For nobody. We set up a merch table for you guys.
Yeah.
Don't you want to see our beautiful
We
presentation?
do, but
Come
we
brought a cloth.
It was
there.
very
Yeah.
professional.
Thank you.
That's what
we
we
like
try
to
and do.
pretend.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it, brother.
You
Exactly.
showed me a bin that I
what
want
I've
that
been
I'm
doing
going to go
my entire
buy,
Well,
so
I'm
it worked out.
Hell yeah.
It's awesome.
And you
I
guys
loved
get a
it.
bunch of stickers and
Little
demos
bins.
before
Which we
leave.
will be handing out. Thank you for that. We will
At
be handing
Wookfest.
those out at Wookfest June 16th
Wook-
at Reggie's.
I'm pretty sure some people get made fun of by being called wooks. I don't know who they are, but who do people call wooks? Like, who's a hippies? Oh, dirty, smelly, happy fucking hippies. They're all like, oh, my life is in an awful drug-induced depression, but it's okay because I got crystals.
Oh my goodness.
Fucking
Whoa.
hippies.
Said anything? Sorry.
Sorry.
happened.
I am not a fan of the rave
Evans.
culture. That guy's a fan of the rave culture.
Well, Wookiees have to do with Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Wooks.
Just so you know,
Wookiees? Like the Wook...
it's Wookiee from Star Wars.
Oh!
And it's a benefit show for a dear friend that was killed last year. It's a festival that the second one that they're doing to commemorate him with a bunch of bands that
Hell yeah.
supported him.
Thank you.
I'm just telling you.
Rest in peace to homie. I'm going to give a couple drops to the floor here.
Good job.
For my nigga Wook.
I literally spilled a little for you, buddy. That's for you. I don't know who you are, but to honor you.
Honor you.
All right, what do you want to do next?
Morgan, what do you want to do next?
What do I want to do
Want
next?
to play some Monopoly?
Kill
So-
each other.
With the I'm actually going to use this.
Use it.
With
What?
the shows you guys have played, whether they were with Fleshscorn
It was
or
one.
not.
Okay.
What any embarrassing moments at the live show?
In your live
well, one
career.
when we all played the song
Jake
wrong.
has many apparently.
That's always embarrassing, right? When you go up to play a song and everybody just doesn't know what to do. That's pretty standard embarrassing. Good thing it was too loud in there.
Me and Damien played Congress.
Talking to the mic, Bros.
Me and Damien played Congress.
And the Scumfucks.
Back, no,
Or the
that was-
Leviathan.
that was the Leviathan.
Same band,
What
new
year
name.
was that? Leviathan.
11 or 2011, 2012, 13,
Yeah,
maybe.
we-
Some shit like that.
Yeah, we fucking played
That's when my
Congress,
brother
right?
is the vocalist,
And I
Cameron.
stayed up the entire 2 nights before that, and it was horrible. I literally couldn't sleep. I was nervous as fuck to play the Congress. Because I was always the baby in the band. How old was I?
If everybody else, now at this time, I don't think anybody in the fucking band was 21.
No.
But if everybody else was 18, 19, and Cody was 20 because he was older than everybody, then Jack was. No, he wasn't 14.
15, 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably about 16, 17.
Yeah, something like that.
He's a little young. He's a little younger than us, and most of our other friends from our other bands were a little older than us.
And I was nervous
so
to play the show, right? I didn't sleep for 2 nights.
It was a good show.
And I went to play the show, and I was falling asleep. Literally before we were about to play, I closed my eyes and woke up. playing while we were playing. Dude, it was bad. I was hopped up on an ass load of caffeine that made me more tired somehow.
You know what, though?
It was bad.
Fucking story about that show real quick.
What up?
It was... All right, we were in the band. It was the Leviathan. They were having a battle of the bands. They had 2 stages going.
Oh, yeah.
They had the real bands playing in the auditorium, the ones that had, like, 500 likes on Facebook,
Tenure.
The real bands, yeah. So fucking
10 years was on there that long ago?
Tenure. Tenure.
Oh.
Tenure. Anyway, fucking when they started playing, everybody there was 2 stages. There was the main auditorium, and then they had a little side stage built up outside of the Congress in front of the big stairs. If you've ever been there, the big grand staircase.
Yeah.
They built a little stage in front of that too, and that's where the
the
Leviathan
lobby.
was playing.
In the
Yes,
lobby.
in the lobby, exactly, right inside the front door. Boom, that's where we were fucking playing, and our set seemed to take all the people from the main auditorium, and the crowd slowly got bigger and bigger and bigger, and by the end, the people that were playing in the auditorium had no fucking audience.
We couldn't
And now I
believe
only
it.
played 1 song, so I don't get much credit for this. I got kicked out of the band. I don't remember why. But
Because you're a douchebag.
Yeah, because I'm a douche, I think. I got mad because we played a bad show and I punched my brother in the face.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
that
Holy
was
shit.
the reason I wasn't in the band. Anyway, but they let me up for 1 song because, fucking why not? I was still there, right? And yeah, man, they all fucking left them and came and hung out with us playing instead. So
Fuck yeah.
that was Congress Theater with the Leviathan. Good times.
Any embarrassing moments?
The Congress Theater.
No.
Other than falling
Bobby
asleep at
Bobby
the...
McGee's.
Oh my God!
That
You know
was
what?
just-
I have a double embarrassing moment because I went to wink at some old lady in the audience because I thought it would be funny. And it turns out that old lady was Nani, Jack's grandma, and I hit on Jack's grandma a little bit.
You still do to this day. Don't even lie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you are
that was
G-Mills?
pretty. It wasn't embarrassing because at first I didn't
M's
fucking know
G-Mills?
until I saw everybody talking to Nani later, and then it was embarrassing as fuck. Not to mention we played a terrible show. I could never remember the fucking song name, so my brother would be like, "Oh, America never saw it coming," like, Somebody want to play the riff first? Dylan always used to do that. He used to always play the riff first.
Yep.
It annoyed the shit out of everybody, but it was great for me because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I couldn't remember my
That's
brother's
probably
stupid
why you
song
did it,
names.
because you're a dumbass.
I am a little bit of a dumbass,
So-
but
Alright,
Cameron's
so
names
we-
were too long, dude.
So
Yeah.
Cameron's
winking
names
at G-MILFs?
Yeah.
That time's Kran's mother says like fuck.
Jack, you had another one. You were getting excited. You had another...
Bobby McGee's.
At Bobby McGee's? Another issue at Bobby McGee's?
Oh no, that was it. I mean, it
Oh,
was
okay,
just, it was just.
Yeah, we
a
played
really
awful,
bad
and I winked
show.
at his grandma.
Yeah, it was a really bad show.
Yeah, that's when I punched my brother. That was when I left the band. We played at Bobby McGee's. I went and hid in the van because I was mad, and his fucking stupid girlfriend
that
came out
cunt.
to the
Oh my
van,
God.
and she was like, "Are you crying?" And I was just like, "Do I look like I'm fucking crying?" And the bitch went out and started crying. And then my brother came out, and he was like, "Hey man, you should have fucking talked to her like that." Like, you know what?
Shout out to
fucking
the
man.
cunt, Denise.
Started fucking beating up my brother. And if the security guard never came,
Oh, that guy threw down, man.
yeah, he took me away. He grabbed me. He's like, "That's enough. That's enough. That's enough." I'm like, "Fuck you, man. Fuck you." I just want to hit him.
Oh my goodness.
We were kids, man. We were kids.
You've been doing some impressions throughout the night, and I do hear a little bit in your music of some Nathan Explosion-inspired vocals.
Probably a little bit. We do love Death Clock around here. We can't help it.
So what's your favorite Metalocalypse episode?
Oh my God, Rehab Clock. Rehab Clock by far has the best fucking music in it. That's my favorite. Where they send Pickles to rehab because he's drinking too much, and then they replace him with the drum machine.
Which they threatened to do
Vomit.
long ago with another band.
Trying to replace Jack with a metronome.
Oh yeah, we've been calling him. We've been saying Jack's a glorified metronome since he was 16. Best metronome we got.
My favorite episode is probably Death Record, where they're all recording their 6.
Is that down in the water?
No.
With Dick
they're
Nubler?
recording on water.
Yeah, that's the one where they're recording on water. No, that's the one where they're recording on water. Like Nathan wastes and then they fucking every time that they record, it's like a nuclear holocaust.
Oh yeah, they shut down.
Yeah,
I remember. Oh wow.
I missed that show.
Or when he records his fucking guitar off a skydiving.
That show still exists.
It does on DVD and Blu-ray.
Yep.
And Hulu.
No, it's off Hulu now.
What the?
Oh, I thought they took it off Hulu.
I just watched it last week.
I was so disappointed they never finished the story. You never
Yeah,
found out.
after Doomstar Requiem,
right?
they left it at such a blig.
Yeah, so I still don't think Murderface was the fucking traitor, though.
He has to be.
No, he doesn't
Explain the
have to
ending
be.
scene.
I know he got infected with something, but that means he could have been the traitor in the future. But I think the traitor may have been why can't I remember his name? The leader of the Church of the Black Clock. Because remember
He
how
died.
they said I know, but remember how they said you let him get away, as if he was in on it and he was supposed to not let them get away. But then he didn't act as the traitor at the end. He kind of heroically let Death Clock go and sacrificed himself. But that's why I feel like he was going to be the traitor, but he wasn't. He ended
Traitor
up not
face
being.
all day. Traitor face.
Traitor face.
I know, but then
Traitor
Murderface
face.
got infected with the thing because the guy poked him in the arm.
Murderface, you're the only one
It sounds
welcome
like you really
here.
just wanted to accept the fact that Murderface is definitely the traitor.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Sorry.
it's about that time of the night. We've got an unsigned band pick, or the Hey Look What I Found.
Hey, look what I found.
Hey, look what I found, motherfuckers.
Hey, look at this thing I found. That's pretty cool,
thing I
right? Pop!
Now it's time for
Hey, man, look what I found.
Only on the Metal Experience.
All right, this week and every week is always brought to you by our friends at Imprint Recordings. Your music, your imprint. Visit imprintrecordings.com for more information for all your recording needs. This week we have all the way from, okay, I'm going to butcher this, Lappeenranta, Finland. I'm probably saying that terribly wrong.
Lappeenranta?
I don't know.
Lappeenranta?
Something along those lines. But the band is from Finland. We've got a twofer for you tonight. The band is Breach the Empire, and the tracks are Renewal and Retrospection. And the Retrospection features Marcus. I'm probably going to butcher this too. Matilla. All right.
Mitla.
No, it's Matilla. I don't know what the umlauts do.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm sorry for butchering this, but let's do it. This is Breach the Empire.
This is Jeff. This is Linus. We're in the band Nephilim. You're listening to the Metal Experience.
All right, we're back for the 300th episode again.
Kick it in the pit, motherfucker.
And that segment was brought to you by Imprint Recordings. Your music, your imprint. Visit imprintrecordings.com for more information for all your recording needs. Breach the Empire from Finland. And that was the tracks Renewal and Retrospection featuring Marcus Matilla. And I do apologize if I'm brutalizing your last name. But you can pick up the band's newest CD, Mantra, which was released on May 11th.
Nice.
Hey, Garrett, say indubitably.
Hey, Garrett, say indubitably.
Indubitably.
I couldn't say it either.
Indubitably.
Indubitably.
Hey, that was like the first time ever, almost. That was close.
Wait, let's tell him about Footerwooly.
What is...
What? Or Pat's Oglesby.
Oglesby. Oh yeah, so we got one of our best friends, Pat, and he's also the world's greatest roadie. Pat, if you're listening, we love you.
Shout out to Pat! Peanut
Watch
butter!
him get in for free.
No, Pat wants to be the roadie and the bus driver. That is like Pat's dream.
I mean, last I checked.
Yeah.
I think Pat just wants to be our friend on tour. Either way.
So he's got a little bit of a speech impediment, but it's nothing too bad, and it like.
Indubitably.
Yeah, there's just like really long words that he can't say.
Like photo worthy, he says photo-woolly.
Who says photo?
Or eulogy was oogles. Oogly.
Oogly, yeah.
Those sound like words that don't often come up in regular
when they
conversation.
do, it's
If you're friends with us long enough.
Every other word is a eulogy.
Oh my goodness. Well, Morgan.
Oh my bad.
Take it away.
Go, Morgan, go.
So when, ETA-wise, do you think that the album will be out?
About 5.
Now.
Now? You ready?
Just about 5.
We can't actually stick to a deadline. I don't know if it's because we're broke or if it's because we're fucking dumb. But
5 sounds about good,
But
right?
we're hoping for summer of next year or sooner. Just because with all the extra learning, plus we have to either pay people or buy equipment, and money takes time.
Yeah.
Money takes money.
So we're hoping by summer or earlier of next year. So end of winter, early summer is our goal.
About 5.
About 5.
Yeah, about 5.
About 5. About
Maybe
5.
maybe 4.7829, maybe 4.7828. You know.
Does that make sense, Morgan?
No.
Like that?
What's the 4.7.8?
Just about 5.
Just
Well, see,
about
this is
5.
why we rounded up to
Yeah,
5.
roughly 5. Yeah, exactly. It's a rounding game. It's a rounding game.
I'm not good at math.
Morgan's terrible at math, by the way. She can't count stuff.
Can you count to 4? You can at least be a musician.
I can count to 4.
Yo,
I'm not
play
that
music.
dumb.
Can you sing? You want to be a Fleshscorn musician?
Um,
We need some operatic stuff.
You want to go all Flesh God? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, Flesh God.
meets Fleshscorn?
Yeah.
What's the best
Yeah, Flesh
sound
God's
you
the
can
shit.
make? Best sound you can make right now on the spot.
She farts real loud.
What? I
No.
do
Oh, you
not.
can make sounds with your mouth too, I'm sure.
Come on.
I don't have anything.
Oh, you got
I really don't.
What's the grossest sound you can
Oh,
make?
yeah.
Let's not go there. See, you can do it.
It's like fisting
You
a
do it
jar
better
of
than I do.
Oh, my phone broke again. Woo.
That's
You dropped your whole live audience on
That's
the
like
floor.
the 4th. Yeah, that's
Like
the
anybody's
4th time
even
you dropped that.
watching.
That's how is that screen not broken yet?
It keeps flipping and landing.
Hey, you were officially in the video now. Yeah.
So your screen. I hope you don't mind if you leave here and your
indestructible.
screen is broken.
I hope you don't mind. I came here with my screen broken.
Okay.
As long as we've established
It's
that
an
we're not
Android, we all know.
liability for the damage of your phone.
Yeah, no, Garrett did it. He's the one I'm gonna sue.
I like how.
Yeah, lawyers and stuff.
How the picture like pulses. You see how it's like pulsing?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it's doing?
It thinks it's too good for what it is. It's like, oh, look at me. I'm a fucking $900
My
phone.
first
I'm just
Android-
keep fucking everything up.
Is that how much you paid on that phone? Is that how much you paid on that phone?
No, it's probably more like, I don't know, like 800. I on. It was a buy one get one, okay?
And you keep dropping it on the floor.
Well, I keep driving.
This is number 4. This is number 4.
I've
This is
had
why you
3.
pay the
I'm on my
fucking
3rd.
insurance.
I've had 3.
No
Of
wonder
what?
you're
What
broke.
kind you
Of
got?
Keep buying
Androids.
new
The
phones.
first couple weeks that I had my phone 2 years ago, when I first got a smartphone ever, maybe 3 years ago, maybe it was 4 years ago. But the first Androids that I ever got, I dropped the first one and cracked the screen.
Naturally.
Had to get it refurbished.
Of course.
Got that one back, and within 2 days I broke that.
I remember those days with the iPhone. You don't know that, but
But it sucks. Like they're just fragile things, and I hate having
Yeah.
to carry it. I
Isn't
need
it
something
annoying?
that covers the screen when I carry it, because I drop it all the time.
mine is fucking glass on glass, front and back, fucking glass on glass on glass.
I want
It's
my
so
Motorola
stupid.
Razor pack.
Yeah, see?
To be fair, he's thrown that across the room.
And that's an OtterBox, right, Jake?
Yo, those razors were dope, though.
Yeah, they were. It was
They
my
were.
favorite.
I mean, I wasn't cool enough to have one, but all my friends were.
The razors were amazing.
On the screen, it's not gonna make contact.
I think your phone is good.
Nice.
Yeah, it went again. To the air. God, I finished that drink already? It's been like 5 minutes, man.
5 minutes.
So you guys have played one show your whole career, right now.
As Fleshscorn,
Fleshscorn,
yeah.
yeah. I didn't get to their part yet. Yes, we were getting there.
Sorry, we.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So, for upcoming shows, if you were to play with some local acts, who are some bands that you would want to play with?
Okay, numero uno, fucking Final Descent. Because they're fucking awesome. I don't know. We love
I say
Final
also known as because they're fucking awesome, and I've been following those motherfuckers for a very long time. Actually, I don't know if you guys ever
Death
heard of
Run.
Oh, yeah. I got to give a
yeah.
shout out to my brother's band, Death Run, if you guys like some nasty, grindy shit.
Yeah.
Fucking
Run's the
Death
shit.
Run, one word. That shit's the shit, I promise.
Grindy.
Yeah.
I
Disgusting.
can't wait to play it because, you know, them being in the grind scene, they're just playing basement shows at fucking, you know, some asshole's house. And that shit is, I don't know if you guys have ever played a basement show. That shit is twice as fun as any fucking...
Oh, yeah.
Any other
House
any
shows
other
are
place
always
you
the
can go.
best.
Yeah, I remember my brother
You get
one
the most
time.
fucked up at house.
He was
And it's acceptable.
no wait. We were playing a basement show in Chicago as the Leviathan or the Scumfuck, same band, different name. Yeah, the Get Real House on Cermak it was called. I don't remember. Either way, fucking during the set he was having people punch him in the face for a cigarette.
What?
Because he had no money for cigarettes. So he's like, hey, give me a cigarette and you can punch me in the face. He got like a whole pack. Yeah. And he never went to the ground. And he was drinking and drinking. He had an alter ego.
Good
It
job,
was Sid.
Cameron.
He fit the Sid Vicious description. That motherfucker just never stopped getting fucked up.
Good job, Cameron.
He's better now.
Luco has an alter ego, and
He's better now.
he hasn't told me his name yet.
His name's Alfredo.
L-U-C.
His name is Carl.
It's O'Cool.
Yours is Carl.
Carl.
O'Cool.
Yours is Carl.
Nope. Never
Carl
mind.
sounds so too cool.
Carl. And
Too
then
cool,
My
Carl.
buddy was Cliff.
Cool, Carl.
And when we would drink
Burton?
together, we became Carl Clifton, and we fucking wrecked shit.
What's up? We're both Carl Clifton. Wow, which Carl Clifton do I choose? Neither.
Oh my goodness, the crazy old days.
Tell us about it.
Now, if you were to play with a national band, who would be your ideal?
I mean,
Bloodbath?
I fucking love Nile. Bloodbath would be amazing, but Nile's one of my favorite death metal bands of all time. Probably just one of my favorite bands of all time. God, I love Nile. Or Hate Eternal, another death metal band, is amazing. Just nonstop evil and hatred, start to finish for their entire discography. That would be awesome to play with. Fucking.
Or Infinite Annihilator, just so we could get to
Yeah,
see
but
them
they don't.
live.
They don't. Yeah, but they don't play live.
But that's why, like, if we had the option to
I'll tell
pick-
you what, I don't want to play with Black Tongue, though. There's going to be so much fucking karate in that pit.
Karate.
Karate.
Jake and Julius?
Julius.
Julius.
Julian.
Julius
I got
Caesar.
a little regal
Jack.
2 seconds.
That's his alter egos, Julius.
Jake.
God, I chose a
Jake
horrible
and
one.
Julius are
Anyway,
your alter egos.
I would have to say either Wretched or Fleshscorn, yeah.
Definitely Flesh God would be amazing, especially
nah.
since they've started having more classical aspects in the live show.
Dude, Gravity was the orchestra version of Gravity is just one of my favorite tracks.
Orchestra version of all of them is great.
Jack, who would you want to play with?
Himself.
It'd be
That's an option.
so fun to play with your mother, but Cattle Decap would also be up.
Oh, well, you are so right. Oh my
Yeah.
God, the
That'd
power
be
and
so much
emotion in a
fun.
cattle decapitation song. We can only hope to emulate that kind of emotion with such ugly grit. You know what I mean? That's a talent to take things so ugly and make them so beautiful. I mean that fucking. That's not even sarcasm.
You were talking about the mother, not the Cattle Decap, right?
Is my, no, you're talking
I
about
was
my
talking
mom.
about moths.
My mom.
Moths.
You know, with wings, they used to be caterpillars, but then they
Fly in the
cocooned and
lights.
became
You know they fly like
not a
they're
butterfly,
broken.
but a
Kind of
fuck
like,
ugly
oh,
butterfly.
fuck.
You know what I mean? A gross butterfly.
Whoa, that got weird. So let's talk about your logo. You have quite a few different stickers that you have available for people to pick up.
Oh yeah.
We'll have these also available for people to get from us at Wolfest
Yeah, yo.
in a couple weeks. What is
I want to see if
not
he'll
what?
post for me.
Who designed your logo with this font?
Michael
himself.
Lowy?
Yeah,
Lowry?
Michael Lowy at Undefined Graphics. He is fucking awesome, and he's actually working on an album cover for us right now. Too.
Yeah, he is. It's
Fantastic
looking cool
job.
too. It's
Yeah.
looking fucking cool.
What is it?
You'll see. what
Not
it's
for
a
you to
surprise.
fucking know yet.
It's a flamingo.
It's a flamingo.
Yeah, kind of like a flamingo,
It's like-
but with
it's
more
like-
black.
We were thinking of, Caribbean Paradise meets.
Meets brutal sex dungeon.
So it's like whips
Palm trees and butt plugs.
and butt plugs and
Palm
and,
trees and
Hawaiian
ocean
shirts.
beaches.
Basically,
Yeah.
don't forget
It's
the
all
Lulu.
tourists. Only the tourists. None of the locals. Only
Quick
the
shout out
tourists.
to Jimmy Buffett in the album art too as well.
Yeah, Jimmy Buffett. Woo!
Buffy.
We also have a few demos to pass out, also at Lookfest.
Oh,
Also, all three of the songs that you heard tonight, one that we haven't heard just yet, but all three songs feature on tonight's episode. There is a demo that we can give you with
demo.
all three of these
Demo.
songs
Demotion.
on them that you will be able to put in your CD player in your car, at your house,
They're
If you
also
still
available
have one.
online.
in your bathroom, in your butt,
I have- I
wherever
have a
you can
CD player in
play.
my bathroom. That's where I listen to all my metal.
In your butt?
In
They're
my butt.
also all available online for
In
free
every
streaming.
fucking streaming platform you can possibly think of.
Yep.
We even have a stupid ass Twitter. We don't fucking say anything, but it doesn't matter when the new song
Fuck, I
comes
forgot
out.
we have a Twitter.
We have
Yeah.
everything. We
As
got
if we
Twitter,
had a
MySpace,
fucking
Facebook.
opinion on stuff.
So everywhere online, you are readily accessible to the
Just
world.
about.
Oh, yeah,
If
just
you know how to
about.
spell our name, you can find us somewhere.
Yep.
So
And
spell your
pirate our
name.
music. We encourage it.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Wait, let's spell our name, but in
Nobody
a,
gets paid
in a
from
row.
that
You
shit.
start. You
F.
start.
E.
What?
Oh, that was
that was
Completely missed a letter.
That was real close, Damien. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Again. Let's try again. F
L.
S.
H.
C.
No, see. You know you're drunk when you can't spell your own band name.
F.
S. H.
Start again.
F.
S. Oh, sorry. I didn't remember S.
F.
This is dumb.
S.
H.
S. C.
O.
R.
Oh, I got the last letter. N.
Space.
Yeah.
You did it. Well, let's. Morgan's got a couple two-tree
I
announcements.
do.
Two.
More than two or three. This is a typical,
2 trees.
you know, what we do with our
A typical what we do, Morgan says.
Morgan, last remaining
How many
minutes.
dicks were in the book?
23, I
How
think
many
is what you
butts
said.
were in the book?
I don't know. 3?
1. How
No.
many boobs were in the book?
2.
Wrong.
Wait. There was
Three.
only
I
one
did
ass.
see
There's only one butt.
2 sets of titties.
I feel disappointed.
3
All right.
sets of boobs.
Moving
remember
on,
the
where
butt
you
too.
don't interrupt me while I do this.
Oh,
So
sorry.
here we
I'm
go.
going to still interrupt you, though.
So, please don't. This takes longer.
Boobs.
Tits longer?
Boobies.
Just a few announcements before the end of the show. So Luca wasn't here last week.
sorry. What's
He
up?
played a
What
show with the Convalescents at Livewire Lounge with his band, The Forms They
And
Take,
they were sweet.
with Ornaco.
And they were also sweet.
We interviewed Never We See, which was a really great interview.
I'm wearing my Never We See shirt right now.
And we also have Never We See CDs for Let It Kill You available at Livewire Lounge. Limited, I think we only have 4 copies to give out.
I need to steal one of those.
So, I already gave you yours. It's on your shelf.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
So, I didn't get to talk about it because you weren't here, but we went to Slayer a couple of weeks ago for their last tour.
Oh, man.
And I didn't have that many experiences because I stood in one spot because I wanted to see and watch the show. Luco, of course, wandered.
I love wandering at metal shows.
And ditching me. It's
the
fantastic.
things you find, especially at a Slayer show, you go in the bathroom and scream Slayer, you know everybody in the bathroom is going to shout it right back at you. Then everybody outside is going to hear, and they're going to shout Slayer.
So, yeah, at Slayer, I got drunk and walked around a lot and fucking ran into a bunch of people I knew, and it was a good time.
He took pictures of people burying themselves in the sand that is now up on the hill where the lawn
There's
is.
nothing weird about that.
Yeah, there's nothing. I was showing you because you would move. So they had a sand pit in the middle. If you guys been to Tweeter or whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh, yeah, a million times.
So in the back, you know where the grass is, the lawn section? In the middle of that is this giant, like, sand pit now.
Really? That didn't used to be there.
Yeah, so, like, people would just fucking in there and, like, bury themselves in the sand, and then a mosh pit started around them. It was pretty sweet.
Wow, mosh pit in the sand. That must be hard.
Yeah, there are people, like, doing flips and stuff in the sand, and it's like, you idiots
pretty
are going to be covered in sand.
Yeah.
You're at
fair,
sand.
sand
you idiots. It's not
everywhere,
about
whether
the
you
neck
try to
break.
or
Everywhere.
not.
It's in your ass crack. It's up your dick hole, you know. It's in your
Ouch.
fucking...
That's not where it's supposed to
It's
be.
in your
You
urethra.
looked like you were saying that to someone.
It's
He's
in
just watching
Evan's
Evan.
dick hole. Evan, remember that time you got sand in your dick hole? Which time?
Which time?
I think that's actually me.
He just wanted the hype.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
He just wanted the problem.
All right.
Wait, but which time?
So that's what we didn't
The
talk
one
about
time.
was that we went to Slayer. That getting out of the parking lot sucked.
Oh,
It always sucks getting out of that fucking
long-
parking lot.
50 minutes.
It took us 50 minutes to get out of the parking lot. That
It's
fucking
brutal
sucks.
getting out of fucking Tweeter.
Brutal.
But we
Or
were
whatever
fucking,
the fuck it's called now.
You know, Morgan's like, let's leave early. I'm like, this is fucking Slayer's last show.
In
ever.
quotes, come on, it's Slayer. They
I was
want
like,
money. They'll come
this
back.
is the last time we're going to see him play Angel of Death.
Same thing with
Ever.
Ozzy Osbourne. He says that
Yeah.
was my
That's
last
different.
tour.
Ozzy
Yeah, he does.
Osbourne is not Slayer, dude.
Though I did catch Black Sabbath's last, and so far,
That
well,
was-
they
Black Sabbath
kind of
have had,
lied
like,
because they took
3 lasts.
they took 2 trips around. That's what I'm thinking Slayer might do. I'm thinking Slayer's probably gonna take 2 trips.
Black
around.
Sabbath have like
Just because it's fucking Slayer,
2
you
or
know what I
3
mean?
last, tours. Same thing
Yeah.
with like Motley Crue, our farewell
Yeah,
tour.
dude. Holy shit.
we can't
that's
say
been
goodbye. It's just
ridiculous.
too hard. Let's go back and do
It's
it
a great
again.
way to make fucking money, though, man.
Oh,
People
yeah.
like, oh, this is our final tour ever, and all of a sudden everybody flocks to the show until the next show, and then the next, and then the next.
Yeah, you fools. So
Well,
that was the wrap up
That's how
for,
Taylor Swift
for
kept
Slayer.
people's
I
money.
waited for Luco.
Slayer was pretty fucking sweet.
They were okay.
I think they were the best. They were easily the
No.
best band.
They were,
Lamb
have you
of
ever seen him with
God
Henneman?
was-
Have you ever seen him with
No.
Jeff
Yes,
Henneman?
yes, I did.
That's good. I saw him at Mayhem 08 or 09 with Henneman. It was fucking
I did too.
badass.
No, Lamb of God Slayer was the
When
best
they
band
put
on
all the
that bit-
fucking
on that
folding
show.
chairs in the mosh pit.
That was
That
ridiculous.
was probably the same year I was there, but I wasn't in the pit. I didn't have that kind of money.
So few announcements from the local scene. Ultra Perception's releasing Malice on June 22nd. You can order
Oh, I know
pre-orders off of their Facebook
Ultra
page, so
Perception.
get ready
yeah,
for that.
Their last album was really fucking good.
Yeah, they're phenomenal. Don't forget, next weekend, the same day as Wookfest, at Penny Road Pub, our friends in What Lies Ahead have a huge CD release party happening for their album, The Birth of a Tragedy, and they're going to be playing with Fool's Brew, Genotype, Consume the Divide, Oblivion Zero, and Bury Your Past.
We've had all those guys on.
Toastmania is scheduled to play at the Subterranean on June 23rd, and it's Texas Toast Chainsaw Massacre with Elbow Deep.
Oh, I know them.
Rhythm of
Rhythm of
Feast.
Love by the
No.
Scorpions?
Lich King, Leeway, they're coming in from New York City. The Condition, Good a Girl.
Wait, what did you
It
say?
says The Condition, Grit Egal. And then Rain, Gorgatron, Still Alive. Manic,
Gorgatron's coming in?
yeah. Violence Condoned, Predator, Molder, Raw Dogs, Raw Days.
Raw Dog?
I don't know.
You fucking
Raw Boys and Ugly Boys and Gobbler and Bad Blood and whoever else is playing this. But yes, go check this out. It's $15. Starts at 3 p.m. 17 and up. It's gonna be awesome.
Raw dog, bro.
Raw dog.
Like we've been saying, we're gonna be at Wook Fest. That's happening on June 16th out at Reggie's. We're going to have a table we're going to set up. We'll have Metal Experience shirts in that we'll be selling.
Fuck yeah.
And then we'll have a bunch of stuff, CDs, stickers, anything that bands have given us.
So
Tons
much
of
stuff
free
to
shirts
give away.
that we'll have available. But Skink, Jungle Rot, What, Armored Assault,
Hey, Jungle Rot's
Bad
legit, too.
Blood,
Jungle
and
Rot.
Speed Freak are going to be playing. And there will also be items for silent auction available that you can take a part of. And then they just put an announcement out today for it. Give me a second to find it. That anybody that shows up early, you might win something for like a tattoo drawing from Crybaby's Tattoo and Stained in Pain Tattoos.
Damn, that's a good prize.
So check that out. Also coming up this weekend, Wings of Severance is playing at Penny Road Pub on Friday the 8th. So be sure to check them out headlining for the night. There's also a funny video up on Fool's Brews page. They're playing this Saturday at the Forge. And they say that Corey's new house will be there. And there's a video of him coming out of this rolling box. It's super
If it
weird.
rolls, is it really a box?
No, it's a box. It's just got a lid and he's in it. It's super funny. But they're playing a huge local showcase happening at the Forge. It starts at 3 p.m. It's $14 and it's all ages. And they're playing, I know, with a ton of other bands. I'm trying to find the lineup for it. I've got so many stuff.
Morgan.
I'm doing this all off my phone.
It's okay,
Shut
Morgan.
up. Thank you. See, Luca likes to interrupt me and just insult me, and then it just gets me
That's
scared.
not true at all.
The local music
scared?
showcase. Here we go. On My Six, Consume the Divide, Genotype, Oblivion Zero, Bury Your Past, A Dying Ultimatum, Our Broken View, Quaglia, Endgame, Chalk, and 3 Days from Dying are
Chalk.
all
Chalk is
playing
metal.
with Fool's Brew.
Like chalk your wheels?
Chalk, like sidewalk
yes,
chalk.
like sidewalk chalk. Consume the Divide also has a deal for the show. They say come check out the show and pick up a ticket for $20 to see them open up for Devil Driver, and for only $5 you can get Consume the Divide shirt.
Charlie will be there.
Charlie, you gonna be
Chuckles.
there?
Maybe.
He says maybe. Also check
hope
out
you're there.
this Saturday at Brower House in Lombard. The Hirsch Show is going on, and they also have live music by Walk Among Us, the only piano tribute band to the Misfits. They are fucking awesome. The Now I'm Nothing 9 Inch Nails tribute, and the Korn tribute Freak on a Leash. And special guest
Classic.
Sven Gulli is going to be there.
Gulli.
Everybody wanting to see some Sven Gulli.
I hope he throws
Fuck
rubber
yeah.
chickens.
Check it out.
I want to get my rubber chicken signed.
Give Me Heat Summer Tour. Our friends in Through and Through are going on tour starting August 14th. They're starting in Denver, Colorado. They're going to be passing through Utah, Idaho, Washington. They're going to be in California, New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Kansas City. So you can check out all their dates on their upcoming tour on their Facebook page. They are playing with Black Mass and Flatlined. Pretty sweet. As Paradise Falls from Australia just released an album called Digital Ritual, out now on Eclipse Records. And they have up on their website a limited amount of stock for their CD and an awesome shirt. And they can get 30% off on their entire order if they use the code 0. Check that out.
Okay.
Stolen Sun is opening up for a couple bands on an upcoming tour. Rest Repose for the likes of you and the Home Run Team. That's going to be happening at the Wire in Berwyn on June 15th. Check that out next Friday.
Berwyn.
Yeah.
This coming weekend, June 8th, happening at, wait for it, Cobra Lounge. Death on Fire, Rain, and Everything Must Die with special guest Within the Blood. It's only $10 and it starts at 9 p.m. And Everything Must Die will be on our show on June 19th. They're coming on our show. Also just announced, this is pretty sick, October 12th at Reggie's, Revocation is playing with Exhumed, Rivers and Nile, and Yotja.
And what?
Yotja.
What?
Makes me think of Oakja.
YOUTJA.
Osha's gonna be there. OSHA.
I liked
man.
this.
We're all getting written
I
up.
like the status. So the status from the Browning got released the other day, and it says, "If we aren't playing your city on this next tour, it's because we heard you smelled bad."
Well,
They're
I would say
playing.
fuck you in general to the Browns.
They're playing an upcoming show that's going to happen in the patio in Chicago, in the Six Corners area. They're playing with Powerman 5000 and Mushroom Head.
No shit.
And I can't remember what date it is.
Charlie will be there.
I believe it's September 15th.
Charlie
what I've
will
read.
be there. He
will
be
also,
there.
Fact. I don't know who saw this, but Killswitch Engage announced that they're releasing an album next year.
Charlie will be there.
On Metal Blade Records. They
Yeah,
have
Charlie's
left
gonna be
Roadrunner, and they're now on Metal Blade. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Maybe
thank
their
you,
music
Charlie.
will get
Thank you
better.
for Charlie. Thank you for bringing them to Roadrunner
Bloodletter
instead of Metal Blade.
has Bloodletter announced that there's a piping hot new video coming at us this week.
Which
and
Charlie will be in.
Which features primarily Charlie.
Chuckles, you're everywhere. You're getting recognized.
Yeah, pretty famous.
Programmable Animal, their
Happy to have you here, buddy.
CD End of the Tale is out now. You can check out the link in their bio on Facebook and on their Instagram that has all the information as to where you can buy it. They also have shirts available now for the new album.
You're remembering a lot of info.
Last but not least, there's two more announcements. Avalon, Hemi's newest CD, is now available at Reckless Records, including the flagship store in Wicker Park. You can pick up your physical copy there. And last but not least, our friends in Hot Dang. They're playing their last show until to be determined. Don't know if they will play again. That's up to them. But they are opening up for Hemlock at the Forge June 27th. And they're selling tickets and need your help. So hit them up for discounted tickets and make sure you go through Hot Dang for that so you get the discount.
Hey-o.
Next week on the show,
Hey-o.
Stolen Sun is going to be on our show for the first time. We're looking forward to having them out. And everything that is the Metal Experience for reviews, upcoming shows, events, all that is on themetalexperience.com. All of the past guests, hey, look what I
She
found.
means .com.
All the past 300 episodes.
Yeah.
That's all there for you to check out. So be sure to do that. And that's all I got.
All she got.
That's
So
all
thanks
she
to
wrote.
Well, yeah, we want
to
to thank
Fleshscorn.
Fleshscorn for coming out.
We want to fucking thank the Metal Experience for letting Fleshscorn come out.
Yeah,
This
for
has
real.
been a fun fucking interview.
Yeah, this has been
And,
awesome.
and everyone can find everything that is Fleshscorn on the Information Superhighway. Where?
Damn right.
Yeah.
Facebook, YouTube, BandLab, Bandclamp, SoundCloud, fucking.
Nipple
I think we have a band mix account. Even.
Yeah, band
Twitter,
mix,
fucking.
Twitter, everything.
We might even have an Instagram. Not that we fucking use
We're
it.
even.
We do, I catch you.
Yeah.
Holy crap, I
We
forgot.
even have an
That's my job.
amino. We even
Yeah,
have
see,
an
we don't even
amino.
know, but we have one.
There you go.
We're everywhere.
Well,
Fucking everywhere.
We got one track we're going out to tonight listening to. What is that track?
Well, we
Chemical
didn't- Chemical
disincorporation.
disincorporation.
Would you like to hear what it's
Disincorporation
about?
chemically.
I would love to hear what it's about.
It's about dissolving people in an oil drum filled with hydrofluoric acid.
Nice, bruh. All right, well, let's do it.
Let's get
Fleshscorn.
chemical.
Dude.
Good night. See you next week.